What's up, guys? Today we are going to talk about how much I've spent on my girlfriend's G37 so far to kind of get it in the shape that it's in.
Which we added up a list.
Yeah.
All things considered,
it's actually not that bad.
that's really not that bad.
It doesn't include things like tires, labor, things like that.
I think the only
maintenance.
labor that went in is cost of paint job, but that's a little different.
I'm not going to count the labor for like installing the suspension because it was a pain in the ass, or installing the exhaust
tires
tips or
or
stuff like that.
That stuff's just kind of.
It's going to be different depending on if you do it yourself or if you take it somewhere to do it.
One different shops charge different prices,
Exactly
so it's
right.
kind of one of those things where that's not really in this list.
So starting from the top, as far as the front lip is concerned, we have the Easy Lip Pro, which you're going to see, and the front headlights have been restored. The Easy Lip Pro and the headlight restoration were $55 and $26. We did the headlight restoration ourselves, because it was really time consuming, and in retrospect I probably would have had someone else do it, but
It wasn't that bad.
it wasn't terrible. It just it took a lot of time. Moving up to the wheels, we've got the JNC 033s in black chrome. I paid $15.05 shipped for them, and it was actually a little bit more than you would normally pay because one of the wheels is actually a 5x120. They didn't have a full set of 5x114 in stock at the time, so I got a 5x120 re-drilled, and you pay for shipping. So whereas Fitment Industries will quote you at like $870 shipped for a set, it's really just not the case. Like, if you want these, you do have to pay more.
Yeah.
And it was worth it in the long run. The lug nuts are Mutekis and Gorilla Locks. I paid a total of $121 for all of it. The brake caliper covers from MGP were $200. I got them on sale. As I've said in other videos, car's not a show car, it's not a race car. I don't care about putting Akabonos on it because it really just doesn't make sense.
And these keep the dust down.
Yeah, these are brake dust covers, and they do an amazing job of keeping the wheels clean. Like,
well, we took the ones off not too long ago, and like you'd see the back of the cover lined with brake dust, and you don't see any of it.
yeah,
out here.
they actually are pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
We're going to be posting links to all these parts so you can kind of take a look at them individually. Moving along to the side of the car, tint 120, pretty basic. Just got a, it was a 35% in the front, 20% in the rear. That's how I like to usually run my tint setup, so that I can still kind of see at night. The side splitters are from Ventus Auto Works. They are aluminum side splitters. They were $195 shipped. Totally worth it. I think it's better personally to run aluminum side splitters on these because they are stronger, even though they're a little bit heavier. Yeah. These ones are fantastic.
They look great.
They're awesome.
And then we did do the vinyl.
Yes. We got the Beltline Chrome Delete, which basically I just got some satin black vinyl and put it on. There's actually 3M kits where they'll just give you like matte black vinyl tape and you can just run it along, which would have been easier.
I mean, this turned out really good.
This actually did turn out pretty good.
Yeah.
I do like how the chrome kind of matches from the top on the doors to the wheels as far as just kind of accents is concerned.
Yeah.
And then that brings us to the exhaust tips in the back. You got like little touches here. The exhaust tips are Porsche style. I just got them randomly off eBay. They are black chrome. They cost me $129 shipped when I bought them, but they actually are a little cheaper now.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. Most of the stuff that I've gotten.
We did talk to the guy at the exhaust shop. He did say when the wall that splits the two tips was it closer?
When it's closer.
When it's closer to the actual exhaust tip, you sometimes get a whistling noise. If you can check into that, check into that.
Yeah. So when you get dual exhaust tips, definitely look into it because some of them will whistle and you may not like that.
Yeah.
The rear spoiler was $186 shipped. It was actually 2x2 gloss carbon, but I had it painted with the paint job. The rear diffuser is from AutoKit X. This one is fiberglass. I had it painted matte black because I just don't want to show any carbon on this car. This was $345 shipped, whereas the carbon one is somewhere around $500 shipped. If you want to run carbon and carbon, that's on you. And the rear spats were $14 shipped. on eBay.
Yep.
Fantastic touch. Funny enough, I actually saw another G37 the other day that had these rear spats on it. So, and this rear spoiler. So props to them. That was pretty cool. So that pretty much rounds off everything as far as like the parts are concerned. Assuming your paint is in good condition, that's where the car would sit.
And that price came to...
That price was
really affordable, honestly.
Yeah, that price came out to a grand total of $36.34. Doesn't include tires, doesn't include maintenance, doesn't include labor on the suspension and the exhaust tips. But $3,600 to get the car how it sits now is...
That's nothing.
Really not
like
bad.
when you get into like really modifying stuff, I mean, I've probably spent more on the records at this point.
Right, yeah. So that brings us to the paint job. We had the car is from Philly. It spent a lot of time outside on salty roads. It was shipped across the country twice. It had dents on the roof. It was involved in a hit and run on the rear quarter panel. It was really minor damage, but it all really added up. And the car basically really needed a paint job. Totally justifiable. So we took it to Mako. It's still got 3 years left on a 5-year warranty. We'll post a link for the paint job review, but it's
even then that was like
still
a
just as good.
Year, and it still looks
it's fantastic.
Great. Yeah.
The paint job itself ran $2,700. It was the premium paint job that they offer. Came with a 5-year warranty. I would say the paint job is still in great shape. We went with Malbec Black, which is a special IPL paint scheme for the coupe. So you can't get Malbec Black in the sedan, which was actually a really good excuse to switch up the black a little bit, because it was Obsidian Black before, and the Malbec Black is just so much cooler. And when really, really sunny days, you can see a purple flake. Yeah, which is really
it looks
awesome.
very good. Yeah.
So all in all, including the paint job, it came out to $6,334 for everything,
which is honestly
for the car.
For a car that's a daily driver, that is something you want to be comfortable. You don't want to have to deal with a lot of race car problems. You know, this is great. And for $6K, that's very affordable.
And as far as the paint is concerned, we did have the spoiler painted and the diffuser painted, the rear emblem satin black, and the front grille was painted satin black in the center with the Malbec Black surrounding on the trim. And that was all thrown in on the price of the paint job, so it was pretty good. So grand total $63.34 including everything, $36.34 not including the paint job. Pretty good. As far as mods are concerned, exterior is pretty much done. I think the only thing I really want to get license plate lights. I got LED license plate lights included in that. That was 18 bucks. Yeah. I want to get some license plate bolts.
But I mean, even then, that's very little stuff. The car looks great, and like I said, for its intended purpose, it looks fantastic.
Oh, it's definitely doing the job. I'm really happy with how it sits. So if you have a G37 sedan that's something like this, and you want to have an idea of how much you need to spend in order to get it looking like this, that's about what you're going to spend. Yeah. So let us know what you guys thought, what you think of the car, how it sits, what you guys think of the car in general. How do you like G37 sedans? Are you thinking about getting one? Let us know all that stuff in the comments.
You already have one.
Do you have one? Yeah. Are you planning on modding it? Was this helpful for you? Let us know. And if you like the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one.
And we appreciate you guys.